Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video we'll be looking at the Nemef NF4. This is a Dutch lock that is pretty similar to the Nemef NF2 that I covered on my channel some time ago, but this is actually a dimple lock as opposed to the NF2, which is a standard pin tumbler, and this one actually has more pins because there's actually 6 pins on one side and opposing them are 2 more pins. Okay, so let's see. There's the key. Pretty actually massive, I would say, pretty strong one. And yeah, right away we can see the bitting for all those pins. So there's like the main stack with the 6 cuts, and there's 2 more that are not like directly opposing. You can tell that this one is between 2 and 3 and this one is between 4 and 5. Other than that, there's nothing more interesting in there. There's the housing, it's just a cut lever, and yeah, 6 pins in the main stack and 2 in here. Okay, this is our plug, so we can appreciate the keyway, which is pretty open. There's just a little wording in there, but other than that, nothing too noteworthy. So there's our 6 chambers for the main stack without any over or counter milling or no modifications to the chamber, and 2 more as I mentioned on the other side. So let's see what the pins look like. They're actually basically the same like in the NF2. So 4 key pins, all of them look like this. So you can tell that they are getting narrower and wider. I think you can pretty much easily overset these. There's like a little notch or groove on top, almost like a serration, but I think it's due to bumping attacks primarily, this design. And all of the 6 key pins are like that. And the drivers are 3 tapered spools. So besides this being a spool, of course, you can see that at the top it gets sort of like narrower. It's basically tapered. And we have these, I don't know, I guess I could call them serrated pins, I don't know. There's little grooves in here, but they do not really act like typical serrated pins. But what they do is that they definitely act tapered. And that's basically the name of the game with this lock, tapered feel. Let's see the opposing pins. So these opposing key pins actually look a bit different. And these two, what appears to be just a spring, is actually a spring with an attached super small driver right in here. So this is basically the driver pin. It's almost invisible, and I almost didn't notice it when I got these springs out at first, but they are there definitely. Okay, so yes, as I mentioned, this lock acts very much tapered, so that's the first thing you need to remember when picking it. Heavy tension is basically the answer to anything that is tapered, and this lock is no exception. Another thing that is good, if you know where the spools are, preset them, because if you don't, you will most likely drop a lot of stuff when you try to set them later, as you get a full set. So that's basically tip number 2. And to be completely honest with you, I think I got, by the way, this lock is from Moki, so thank you Moki for this loaner. I think I got a pretty lucky bitting with the opposing pins, because you can tell that these are basically almost like zero lifts, but like I never really noticed them. I never really actively tried to set them because I was just doing my thing with the main stack, and I guess that as I was passing around these opposing pins, I set them, maybe even involuntarily, but yeah, basically I just acted like they were not there. So probably with different bidding I could be more or should be more careful with them, but in this case I don't know, I just didn't pay attention to them, and they set themselves, so not really a challenge in this case. Yeah, so for picking I used Spooks XL flag, and I really recommend picking from the left side of the keyway. It worked better because that way you can bypass the wording better. There's no wording on that side. So if you have the main stack on top, if you pick that orientation, just pick it from the left side, it's better. And for tension, I don't know, I think I used some of these multi-pick, like double-sided tensioners. That worked pretty good. But yeah, heavy tension, super important, and preset the spools. Basically, that's my two advices for this lock. And be careful when gutting, of course, because these springs can get mangled pretty easily. So I recommend maybe even double shimming this lock. You will see that as I gutted it, I had some problems because yeah, the shim wasn't fitting, etc. So that was kind of clumsy, but the lock got picked anyway, so that's good. Alright, so I think that's all I wanted to say, so let's go ahead and get the lock picked. Alright, here we go. It works. Perfect. So, I'll be going clockwise, and yeah, okay, that's a good start. Need to tighten it. Okay, so clockwise tension and picking from the left side of the keyway, starting in the back. 6 and 5, some clicks there, little rotation, and setting 1 as I pull the flag out. Click on 3, nothing on 4, we'll click on 5. Click on 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, click on 4. Let's go back to 1. We'll click there. More clicks out of 4. Another click on 3. The back pins should be alright. Okay, I think I set 1 by pulling the flag out. Actually still binding. Oh, okay, there's the open. Perfect. So yeah, now it's time to remove this circlip. I had quite quite an awkward encounter with it previously. So let's just hope this will all go according to plan, because that would certainly be very awkward if I struggled to remove a circlip, right? You see, it's cut in a way that I cannot get there with both of my wrenches comfortably. That's the thing. Okay, so what about this? This is really stupid, isn't it? I'm sorry for this, but obviously I forgot how to remove circlips, and this vise is really not tight enough to support my attempts. So yeah, I'll just do this, I think. Yeah, it should work. Can we remove the circlip? That's the main question of this video. Lockpicking is like a secondary objective here, but the primary one is remove this. It's not even like a tool. Yeah, it's just a soft metal. Anyway, That's like half the battle here, because this lock was actually pretty awkward to shim. So let me just adjust the angle a little. And our cutting tools. Yeah, so first I will try to shim this lock, because there's our 6 pins like in here, but there's 2 more on the opposite side. They're just passive, but there still are there, and we don't want to deal with any problems. So I think I need to sort of be very slow about this shim. Yeah, it's kind of going in, but not the smoothest shimming in my life. Okay, there's a bend, that sucks. But maybe this is enough. Right? It should be enough, I guess. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's enough. So let's just get it right. What can happen? Okay, something's definitely happening. And I don't like what is happening. Okay, I think this shim is actually preventing me from... yeah, I think this shim sucks. So, no shim. Fuck it. And there is like a gap in there. I hope that nothing will fall in that gap. Fuck, let's try it. Oh, something fell there. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, this still works. But yeah, there is like a gap for the circlip, and I think it's catching on some of the pins there. Okay, but this should be easier to shim, right? Well, I should definitely take like another shim, because this one is bent, but yeah, why should I, right? Okay, this is better, but I really need to... oh, fuck. I'll just take a new one. I'm actually running out of shims. And this lock has some share on it. Alright, maybe... okay, I don't want to bend another one, that's for sure. So let's just insert it smoothly in here. Alright. And look at how smoothly it will go out. Nope. There's something... I don't understand this, okay. I just don't... what the hell is the problem here? Maybe like something at the bottom, or... I don't know. Okay, I will try to shim the bottom now. I will keep this video just so you can see how I struggled with a purple lock. Okay, that's pretty legit. Actually, this one's pretty deep, so hopefully now it works. Okay, so I guess it was some of these 2 pins that were catching on that groove. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 2 of these passive pins. I will remove them right away. Just place them sort of up here. Oopsie. Here we go with some top pins as well. Okay, I really want obviously to do that, but that's pin 1. And here we go. There's 2. Almost hit the groove. Actually I did, sorry. There's 3. Some nice spooling on them. There's 5. And there's 6. Isn't that nice? Okay. Right, so there's a plug, and now should be careful because you know there's these two. Okay, so one is a spool, so is two. Actually, not. It's not a spool. 3. Actually, what comes first? I think this top one comes first. So there's actually, okay, there's just a spring. So what the hell? Yeah, I guess there's just a spring. 3 here. No, I think there's something in there. I don't know. 4. Okay, another, just a spring. I don't know, I was expecting a driver, but why should there be a driver, right? Yeah, I just got confused by this. Anyway, I think we managed to get all of the pins out without any major accidents. So that's always a good sign that I haven't still lost my magic touch. And yeah, okay, so one more spring remaining, guys. I need to prove that the spring was there, that I did not cheat on this lock. Come on. Yeah, see? The spring is there. Perfect, so that definitely took me a lot longer than I expected. Oops, there's these springs. Okay, so here's a close-up on all the parts and the housing, of course. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed at least the first part of the video, and the picking, of course. The gutting not so much, and hopefully we'll see each other with the next video really soon. Until then, have a nice one. Bye.